Thauren survived, took half damage. I think everybody else got pushed back except for Amelia's sister, Penelope.
Yeah, you can see that she's taking a big beating, but she's kind of falling onto her knees. Is that our quick recap?
I think so.
Yeah, sure. Works for me.
Sounds good to me. All right, so there you guys stay. Bundle of you see the furniture is pushed all over the place. Isolde and Gerard are not completely out. It's on the ground. Luckily, the vial, not the vials, but like the cups in Isolde's hands haven't completely spilled over yet. Kind of just teetering in her unconscious hands. Penelope and Amelia are both breathing heavily, down on one knee, looking like they were able to handle the brunt of the blow. Furniture's all over the place, and then, of course, our affected party members are affected. Penelope looks to you, Cabby, and just goes, "Okay, what was that?"
Who looked at me? I didn't catch that.
Penelope.
Penelope. How conscious is Kabi?
You are completely conscious.
Okay. I'll look around at everybody kind of getting knocked back and just go, did y'all hear that voice?
I heard no voice, but that stone you carry. Is that where this pulse of energy came from?
I don't think so. No. It came from that drink you gave me.
Your pocket glowed. Unless that drink has some rather interesting side effects, I don't see how it can make your stone glow in your pocket.
It was quite red. I saw it too.
Well, I'm gonna pull the stone out of my pocket. I don't know. I don't know why this thing would cause it. It's just like a bauble, a little trinket. And I'll hold it up for the party to see.
And it does currently look like a mundane ruby in your hand.
See? It's not glowing. I don't know what that was, but I doubt it was the stone.
That is no trinket, and I assure you it came from that stone. I have thought it strange since we first saw it. It doesn't hold any magical effect that I can initially detect. But Basil seems to have an aversion to it, which means it holds some type of essence.
Speaking of Basil, how much health do you have?
15? Yes.
Roll a d4. Oof. You take that much psychic damage when the stone comes out.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, at that he just winces and immediately stumbles backwards away from all of it. Oh, put it away, please! Ah!
I'm gonna look at the stone and look at Basil and just go, "Are you okay?" I mean, besides the exploding, but Like, and I'm gonna take a step towards him and kind of hold the stone out.
Jesus.
Stepping further away. Damn it, Kobe! Stop it!
Oh, okay. I'm gonna shove it back in my pack.
The pain subsides for now.
So, Colby, I will humbly disagree with you. The stone activated, and if we're looking at what happened in the room, it activated after you drank that water, which took some time to activate. Then you heard a voice, you said, in your head?
Yeah, it was like a woman's voice. She said she just said hello, asked where we were. I said, trying to be nice and, not cause her any distress. I said, we're safe. And then she just kind of repeated it back to me like a question. And then the voice just disappeared. I've never heard the voice before, but
Did you tell it our location? Did you tell it where we are?
no, I just said we are safe, trying to keep her calm. Did y'all not hear me talk? Was I not talking out loud? Was I talking in my head? That's weird.
Hmm.
It asked if you were safe.
No. It asked where we were, and I just said safe. I'm not gonna give it our location. I'm not that stupid.
Where do you think the voice came from? The water or the ruby?
I've had this thing for quite some time now, and it's never spoken to me before. So I'm gonna go with the water.
Hmm. Perhaps
Two must be
this.
connected somehow.
Yes. If it has an effect on Basil, and, well, given certain natures, he does have a persuasive ability over the mind. It is possible that this stone, even though it does not hold any arcane residual power, it could potentially act as a buffer for any type of mental intrusion. Well, we do have a dragonborn downstairs that we could attempt to see if this works on.
You want me to take my stone down to the Dragonborn?
Oh, yes, if he touches the stone, or perhaps if the stone touches him, you don't hear this voice anymore, correct?
Nope, no voices in my head besides my own.
And no ill effects.
Ah, Cobby's just gonna kind of look down at himself and examine his arms. I don't think I still have a tail, right?
Well, then, it seems like we may have, well, an interesting occurrence here.
Do you think the ruby prevents enchantment?
Enchantment, mind manipulation to some degree or another. I would have to study it more extensively than I did the first time, but I highly doubt Kabi would want something so precious under such intense scrutiny.
I already gave you the wand. I really don't want to give you another one of my magic items.
I thought you said it wasn't magical.
Well, you think it's magical, and that's, you know, enough for me to not want to hand over one of my treasures.
And you sure you know nothing else about this? You simply found it on your escape and took it with you. Nothing more.
Oh no, I stole it from a priestess. Well, I stole it from a shadowy kobold who gave it to a priestess who put it in the with the rest of the horde.
Well,
I told this story.
yes, I remember the story, and it still stands by what I said. On your escape, you stole an item. The actual who you stole it from is unimportant to me.
Okay. Well, yes, but I don't like the term stolen. I just back pay. That's what you can call it.
Are you
Very
not curious about the ruby? If you have, you're not Zahn. Jesus Christ, Thalrin. If you give Thalrin the stone, he might be able to tell you more about it, and when he gives it back, you might have something even more useful on your hands. But as it is, you have a mystery with you that
I
might have
just,
power beyond what you know.
well, I'll be honest. I'm worried that Dowrin won't give it back if it's something, powerful.
I can assure you, Kabi, I have no interest in a rock that makes Basil sick. If it does have any potential mind, hmm. If it does have any potential mental resistances, I am perfectly fine with you holding on to it. For all we know, it may only work in your possession. But regardless, I have no intent on keeping it for myself. However, if Basil is amenable to it, we can take this down to Uhtred and see if my theory is correct.
On that note, you do hear a bang on the door behind you guys. The guard opens up and says, "Is everyone okay? I heard an explosion."
We have some minor injuries on our hands that likely will need to be taken care of. Bring healers if you need to, if we have them. Looking around, are there obviously people like in here that need first aid?
Gerard and Azul probably need first aid.
That's the banker, right?
No,
No, sorry.
the son of the leather worker.
Okay, well, oh, William. Okay, there.
Oh, I'll say, yes, these two, they need help. You might take them away, get them up in a bunk, give them some help.
Yes, of course. And as he steps through the door, you do see that his back is struck by a random arrow.
Shit.
Let's all roll initiative.
Oh, this is
Yay.
not good.
You place your tokens in the circle. You may have to shrink it because this map is not properly aligned. Sorry.
Who are these people?
How do you shrink a token?
Click it, go to the little corner thing.
That
It's like
just turns. That
like
just turns it for me.
not the far corner, just the corner. Here, I got you.
This is not doing anything for me, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, for some reason, we can't resize our tokens in here.
So it's
that's
not just me. Who's this?
Oh, that is Penelope.
Ah,
But like standard guard captain token because I'm lazy. So you guys are you're Jesus. Give me a second, sorry.
Yeah. Find your voice. That's what you get for eating and DMing.
I'm done eating.
Sure.
Anyways, as the guard is starting to head over to go tend to the wounded, you can see that he's shot in the back with an arrow, and he kind of stumbles. You see a group of strange people at the door. One of them being a shorter fellow, long white hair and a bow, clearly wearing the markings of the collective. The other four look like just your standard town's militia that you're used to running into when you first went to town. They say, "We found their hidden base, sir." He says, "Good, good. Let us capture them." Kabi, it's your game.
You mean Basil?
Kabi.
And
It's on top of my
Dowrin?
turn order.
My initiative is only 16.
Yeah, I got Basil at 19, me at 18, and then Kabi at 16.
Well, it appears that somebody rolled twice because I have Kabi at 23.
We
Oh,
need to clear the turn order
Unless I
before
did
we
not
roll
clear the
initiative.
turn order because I'm a loser. All right, sweet.
Anyone
I
who's
can be at
DM'd
23.
does it constantly.
Let me. God, I gotta do all the math. Sorry, you guys can add yourselves back to the turn order. Well, I didn't even.
Well, can't keep that.
How do you add yourself to the turn order?
Just right click your token and hit add turn.
No, I just rolled again and just adjusted it manually.
That's also an option.
If it's not the right option, I apologize. I hope you can forgive me.
It's actually good we did it like this because I forgot to put those two in. All right, Basil, your go. My apologies, everybody.
No problem.
Not accepted.
All right, Basil is going to kind of squeeze past Kabi and kind of go through this doorway here. Yes, doorway?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Come over to this door and just kind of creak it open. Just kind of open it a crack and peek out and see if you can get a good sight line on anything out there.
You'd be able to see this one, this one, this one. You'd be able to see all of them but the one at the bottom of the stairs.
All right, yeah, we'll say he kind of peeks around the corner. You know what? Fuck it. We'll step all the way out of the door and launch a Eldritch Blast at the nearest one here.
Go for it. All right, that does hit.
Hey, max damage, nice.
At the surprise of your strength, you shoot your Eldritch Blast, and you're thinking this person could probably take it. But as he's contacted by the blast, he just bursts wide open into a pile of viscera and sludge.
Gross.
I don't have to clean that up. That'll be my turn.
Darren.
All right. So, seeing how things are, Thauron will create like this dense concentration of magic and send it out outside, and then once it gets out there, it'll expand. And this will be magnified gravity at second level. So that's a 10-foot radius. Da, da, da. So yeah, should get everybody. So that is strength save for 14.
Oh, I thought it was con save. Am I reading that wrong?
Oh, con save. You're right. You're right. You're right. My apologies. So looks like everyone
Wow,
but
okay.
one of them fails. So since that was cast at second level, that is 3d8.
Jesus. You can see two of the guys, the one at the bottom of the stairs, so you can't really see it, but you hear a burst of flesh and viscera come down as these guys' poor bodies are drawn straight to the ground and just break by the impact of the gravity on them.
Beautiful. If any are still alive, the ones that didn't save have half speed. The one that did save just takes half damage, but no reduction in speed. And I suppose I am low on health. I will move over this way. This is the door right here.
Oh, by Kabi, yeah.
Okay. I'll kind of just go in and take cover behind that wall there, and that'll be it for me.
This guy is gonna go, it's kind of hurt. He's gonna pull out a vial of something and throw it into the room. It kind of cracks open and you can smell a strong scent of gas. Yeah, everyone give me a low DC con save. Everyone in the room. So I guess everyone but Thalrin and Basil.
Cool.
Oh, Hobby fails. I want to check for Amelia.
Nice.
So everyone but Holo and Amelia fail. So you take a little bit of. Oh, I guess I'm rolling these max fours. You take 4 damage, call it like 4 poison damage, and if you failed, your movement is halved a bit because you're coughing and can't think straight. Copy.
Okay. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna poke my head out the door. How does this guy look?
Oh, a little hurt, but fine.
A little hurt, but fine. Okay. Um, I'm going to shoot him with my hand crossbow.
Go for it. Yeah, it's.
You sure? Um, okay. Then I'm going to. I'm gonna move out. So what? I took 5 feet to move here, so I have 10 feet left. We're just treating every square as a 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's showing me negative. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not.
Then I'm gonna move 10 feet. I'm gonna stand next to Thal. And that'll be my turn.
Hold up.
Polo is going to cast Entangle. Can you see that box?
Yes.
I'll draw a little banner on it. Boop. And here's the actual spell. They need strength save DC 14 or else they're restrained. And no saving throw. The area has difficult terrain on it. So that one saves. Yeah, 14 does save. So that fails. He is restrained, which means he can't move and attacks are at advantage against him.
You can see that he's freaking the fuck out in fear. He's just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Alfred, no, 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 not like this.
And Holo will yell. The villager, try to get him the antidote. And she'll end her turn.
Elia. Gonna get about right there. She's gonna take her javelin and chuck it at the guy. You said they're at advantage if they're restrained, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, she's gonna hit the villager with the javelin. Ignore all that weapon text. I don't know why that's there. And just kind of pierce through his chest a bit. He starts coughing and just keels over and dies almost instantaneously. Guard is gonna make his way over and attack the guy. And miss. And Penelope is gonna come here. She's gonna also take her javelin out and chuck it. And miss. Basil, back to you.
From here, Basil is going to tried and true Eldritch Blast and is he's not restrained, right?
No, he's not.
It's not.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so the shot goes very wide, I guess, and at that he'll just kinda shocked look on his eye, just dash back into the safety of the room. And just kinda that'll be his turn.
Valor.
All right. Oh shit. Spectre line. 18. Okay. Yeah, we'll move out here. Target the guy. I don't necessarily want to use any more spell slots. I'll do a firebolt his way. I don't know. Would he do fire after everything? I don't think he would. I'm gonna do magic missile at level 1. It's 3 things, yeah.
At 11.
8, 9, 10, yeah, 11. Yep.
He is
Yeah.
looking.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I said he's looking mortal.
Mortal. Oh, okay, beautiful. Yeah, I'll step back inside, and that'll be it for me.
He is going to pull out an arrow for his bow that is lit aflame and fire it into the room. Everyone within that red circle can give me a dex save. So I mean, just hold on, I guess, for players. So everybody but Penelope makes it. So you guys only take half the damage from this roll. So yeah, Holo, you and Amelia take 11, and then Penelope will take the full 22.
Holo is unconscious.
Oh shit. And your spell fades because of that, I assume.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that.
Oh, Amelia is also unconscious. I forgot about that. There you go.
What about Penelope?
Penelope is mortal.
Mm.
Guy's gonna look to you guys and go, ha! Take the attack of opportunity from the guard captain to flee. And he hits because, oh, what the hell? Wrong person. I mean, it still hits, so it doesn't really matter. Takes 4 damage. And he's gonna attempt to flee. And his turn there. Kabi, your go.
And you're saying he was mortal?
He is mortal.
Okay. Okay. I have. This is gonna probably be a stupid question. I should know. High ground gives me advantage, correct?
No.
Oh.
Not
Okay.
at least.
Well, then I'm going to use. Oh, never mind. You can only use this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn. Ah, okay. I don't have a clear line of shot if I'm here, correct?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Worth a shot, though. I'm going to move forward here. I'm going to use a bonus action to use Draconic Cry. Because he's within 10 feet, right? 5.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no. Well, because
Uh,
he'd be 5, 10. Yeah, he'd be at like 15 feet mark for you. He's
son of
also
a
10 feet
bitch.
down. So I can't even really finagle it for you.
Oh, okay. How about this? So I moved 10 feet to stand here. I'm gonna use second story work. I guess not use it. I have it. Um, and I'm gonna climb down 10 feet. I'm gonna move. So I use 20 feet. I'm gonna move 5 feet closer to him. I'm gonna use Draconic Cry, and then I'm going to attack him with my dagger with advantage. Does that work?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, cool. Um, so
And you miss. You hear me?
yeah, I heard. Yeah, okay. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Polo, give me a death save. Yeah. I think you get 2 back when you crit, right? Isn't that how it works?
I think so. Kevin, confirm.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Amelia.
Wait, don't you go? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Don't you go back to like 1 hit point if you crit?
I think you
Keep
just
going.
get
I'll look it
2
up in the
back.
handbook. I'll look that up while we're moving.
Oh. Guard is going to see that Amelia is down and kind of bend over and try to tend to her wound. But he sucks ass and can't do it. Penelope is going to see that you're in danger, hold on, try to bend down and tend to your wound.
Chris is right. A 20 in at any stage of it means you just get back up with 1 hit point.
Oh, well, you're back up.
Well, I think that's my turn still, but she'll at least see that I'm alive.
She will go to Amelia and attempt to help. She also can't do medicine for shit. Basil, back to you, top of the round. Amelia is bleeding out. Kabi ran down the cliff. The Thaurin is brooding.
Yeah, seeing the flash of fire through the doorway, he'll kind of run over to Amelia. And use one charge of his healer's kit to stabilize her.
It automatically stabilizes her.
I'm fairly certain, yes. I will double check that again.
Look at us learning this session, guys. At least I am.
Yeah, that I did not realize that on rolling a 20 on death save. If you roll a 1, it's 2 failures, but a 20 is just you succeed. You get back up.
Oh. Sweet. Thank you, Kevin. Amelia is stable. You're able to stop the bleeding from the cuts from the flying shrapnel and the explosion. Thaurin, you're good.
All right. Seeing that Polo and Amelia are okay and up, and not wanting this guy to get away, we will step out. So many spell slots are being used. He's a humanoid creature, right?
Yep.
Okay. We will go with hold person. So DC 16 wisdom save.
Oh, he makes it.
Oh, Fuck you, Jeff.
You can see
Um,
the magic just like start to kind of hold on him, but he's able to just kind of shake it off as if he's been through this rodeo before.
damn it. Um, I will stay where I am for right now, and that's it for me.
This guy. This guy is going to disengage, but use a bonus to take out another vial of that green stuff and throw it into your face, Kabi. It's a 15 hit. Yeah. You don't take any damage, but he runs off. And that'll be his turn. Kabi, back to you.
Bonus action dash. No, I don't need to do that. He's still 30 feet. I'm just gonna run up to him and I'm just gonna stab him. Or try to stab him.
18 does hit.
Great. I want to use what is it called? I don't want to kill him. Yeah, non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
If it knocks him out, I just want to hit him with the pommel of my blade on his, try to knock him out.
And you successfully do so. As he's kind of running away, you're able to quickly scurry up behind him, use your little kobold feet to kind of hop up and just swing the back of your pommel, or not swing the back of your pommel, but hit him in the back of the head with your pommel, knocking him clean on the ground. Ending combat for now.
I would like to kick him and then search him.
You want to kick him?
I'm just gonna no, because I feel like no, I'm not gonna kick him. I'm gonna start searching him.
You don't find much. You find maybe like 5 gold on his person. His
Okay.
bow used and a short sword.
I don't have anything to tie him up with, so I'm just gonna toss all his weapons aside so they're like out of immediate reach, just in case he wakes up. While I wait for other people to show up.
Yeah, with Cop, Alrin will come up seeing that Kabi has subdued him. We can bring him back to the house. We can tie him up there and figure out exactly how they found us. And he'll go ahead and use basically telekinesis or, manipulate the gravity around the guy to like lift him up and maneuver him back towards the house.
Sounds good. I'll let it go.
Are there other guards around?
There's just the one guard at the ring.
There's the one guard. Okay, why Val takes him back? Kabi wants to make his way over to the entrance of the quarry, and I'm gonna try to sneak a little bit just in case, like, there's more, or there, and like, because how the hell did they get in here, kind of deal.
How they get in here?
Yeah, into the quarry. Like, there should be guards posted.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So
You can give me
yeah,
stuff.
okay, yeah. I'm gonna stealthily make my way over to the entrance of the quarry and just see if this is the fucking loudest kobold thief in the world.
Yeah, it is. But it's okay. You don't see any more of them, but you do find 4 guards dispatched just about along your way of traveling rather
mean-
quickly and efficiently.
Okay,
Like
so they're dead.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's nobody else around these 4 dead guards.
Nope, not that you can see.
Do I loot them? Nah, Cavi's not gonna. I'm gonna make my way back to the house then and whoever's awake, I'm just gonna, or whoever's up, I'm just gonna be like, we got 4 more bodies, guards taken out near the entrance. Hello?
Well, after this one wakes up, we can attempt to see what he knows, but I would suggest we all plan to leave here quickly. Amelia, Penelope, do you think you're fit enough to move?
Amelia's unconscious, to be specific.
Oh, I thought she got up. Okay, never mind. Penelope, do you think that we could move uh, Amelia?
Yes. And you can see she's kind of a little worse for wear, but she's like, I'll help you. We can get her into one of the back rooms.
I meant move her as in prepare for travel. This place may be compromised.
She kind of sucks her teeth a bit and says, "Right, of course. I'm not thinking straight. Yes, we should move at once."
Where can you even go?
See, Penelope's slightly more frustrated. Um, I don't know. Any suggestions?
Hmm. We could potentially set up a temporary camp in the forest. It won't have the luxuries of this place, but it may be better. I suppose we could stay here. It is defensible to a degree, but we are trapped here if they come in force. I would prepare to leave. Let's take this one downstairs, and we can attempt two things with one stone. We can attempt to have Kabi touch this new volunteer for our experiment to see if they can release. Hilarious. To see if they can release this mental effect on them. If they can, great. If not, well, perhaps we can make him talk in other ways.
You said you want to use the stone, or you talk about the potion?
The stone. So basically, I want to take this guy downstairs, put him in a cell, have Kabi touch him with the stone to see if like anything happens.
Basically, what we were gonna do to Uthred, but instead now to this fella.
Exactly. We don't have to get permission now. It's a random person. Nobody cares about this guy.
Penelope goes, "I may have hit my head harder than I thought, but didn't the last time we try any mental trickery with that potion and stone, there was an explosion that nearly took us all out."
Well,
Yes. But
you can all go be in another room.
exactly. Kabi seemed to have been unharmed from this effect, so as long as he is the only one in the general vicinity, of course, we'll be close by just in case, but if he's the only one there, it should be fine. And if this blast happens to affect this one, as long as we confirm that he's no longer under any mental intrusion, well, I frankly don't care if he lives or dies.
Or I could just explode.
How does Basil feel about that?
Basil He's just kind of listening in on all this, with a rather sour look on his face.
If anyone has a better idea, I'm happy to hear it.
No better ideas aside from getting rid of the damned thing, like I've been suggesting for weeks now.
Yes, well, I highly doubt that Kabi is going to throw away one of his treasures.
Sure.
Penelope just kind of looks to you, Basil, and says, "Are you sure you're willing to risk a detonation with your friend down there?"
No, but I'm certainly not going to be able to talk them out of this. If they're determined to pull this off, then they're going to attempt it regardless of what I say. I stated what I wish to be done. I wish it to be cast aside, or destroyed, or buried, or thrown into one of these mines.
If you're worried about your master, Basil, I'm sure we can temporarily move him out of the cell to avoid any harm that might come to him.
Yes, that would be preferable. Thank you.
Very
Well, the
well.
stone is extraordinary. If this antidote works, we could heal the villagers without the stone at all. And while the stone is a very fascinating subject, I think it's a distraction right now.
What we don't know if this potion that the sister has brewed works. Thanks to the stone, it seems whatever we might have learned has been decimated.
So we try again. Stone separate from the test subject, in which case I would be the test subject, or maybe Penelope, one of your gods, might suffice as well.
I think we
Or else
need
we're
not.
back to the poison situation, which I'd rather not resort to.
Well, I don't think any of us need to drink any more of that water with, and he'll point down at the sleeping or the knocked out unconscious guard. With him here, he is, well, a willing subject, if you will. He came here to kill us. He failed. Now, his life is ours.
Good, then we'll test on him and make sure he's not holding the stone. I hope that would be enough.
And if
And
the
Basil, to your point,
potion,
I don't think we should have Basil and the stone around each other if at all possible.
No, I
That
would be
looked
far away from him.
painful, Basil, yes?
Yes,
But before we do anything, mind if I like step away and see if maybe if I'm alone, I can coax the voice out of the stone myself?
Auron will narrow his eyes. You wish to step away now, after we have just been sieged and we're coming up with a plan.
Well, he- he's knocked unconscious. There's nobody else seemingly around. I'm gonna just be like kind of outside and around the corner. Not gonna be far. I just, I can't pull this thing out while Basil's standing here. So I can, and we still need to get our affairs in order. So I could just step away and I don't know. Maybe the
Um,
voice will come out if maybe I awoke it somehow and it's just waiting to be alone. And I can coax it out or some way.
you said already that you didn't believe that the voice came from the stone, that you believe that it came from the water. So why
Well,
now would you change?
that's fair. I don't know. We'll just test your theory. Maybe, as I said, it just needs to be alone. I mean, we can still test the thing on the guy, but as long as Basil's standing here, I can't pull it out, or his head could explode.
yes,
I think it
excellent.
best Oh, go ahead, Basil.
Yes, excellent point. In that case, I will step away and go collect Master Uhtred and retire to a safe distance.
Well, if that's the case, then you can attempt it now, here with all of us. That way, if anything happens, we can be there to assist. The priestess can administer her wares to this man. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we take him down to the dungeons and try your rock.
Uh, okay, great. Yeah, Basil, step away.
Unless there's another reason you wish to be alone, Kabi.
Just privacy. I spend all day with you guys, seemingly. But no, yeah. I'll wait till he steps away and then try to talk to it. That's fine. And he's gonna go sulk in the corner and wait.
As Basil kind of walks away, he's just muttering under his breath. I don't understand. We spent weeks on the road together. We're the only ones we saw. It's a ridiculous concept. And just kind of wanders off to where Uhtred is.
And
Penelope is gonna follow you to assist you.
Penelope's
so Amelia is
following
still
Basil?
knocked out on the ground, right?
Penelope is following Basil, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And the guard is currently tending to the unconscious Amelia and Isolde and Gerard.
Wow.
We did tie up. The guy has been tied up, right?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, well, we're going to get some rope and then tie him up. I thought that was like one of the main things before the conversation.
All right, yeah, you guys can find a rope, no problem. Support. You can tie him up and give me a little dexterity save and see how well you tied up. Or slide ahead or whatever.
Kabi, you're more adept at this.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take the rope and slide a hand check.
Yeah, go for it. It's very
I'd
well
say
timed.
that sufficiently ties him. Yeah.
While he's doing that, Thalrin will step over to Holo. How's your head feeling?
Not great.
Hmm.
I would want to scout out a temporary place for everyone to hide, but I must rest here first before I go out to do that. But if anything happens, I will not be of help here.
Yeah, very well. While Cabby's back is turned doing the tying the guy up, Thalrin will look at Holo and tap his finger against his head. Oh wait, did we? So forgive me if I'm mistaking the rules. Did we determine that we can talk back to Holo with her mental thing, or no?
I am going to say that if she is talking to you and a connection is established, you can talk back. If
Okay.
she's not actively trying to communicate with you.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, so yeah, Thalrin will look at her and then he'll tap his head.
He also did remind me of something. Polo, you went down, so I do need you to roll on the chart.
Need a D100 or D20?
Let me try to find the chart real quick on my computer somewhere.
I guess at
That's
some
on.
point you could add that as a handout to the Roll20 page, just so we all have got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do that after this session. You're right. That's probably
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. What dice are we looking at?
You can give me a D20. Oh, actually, no. I guess I'm supposed to make you roll to see if you even take a lingering injury first.
Okay.
It is a D20. What'd you roll? You rolled
15.
a 15, so you're good. No injury came from that.
Okay.
Good.
Aaron, Tolo looks at you with kind of I don't know, eyes that are somewhat glazed over, but you don't hear a voice, but it's like you hear sand blowing over rock, like a grating noise. That's enough to let you know that the connection's established.
Okay, so mentally he'll. I don't believe that Kabi is being forthright with us on all the information. And this is the third time he has needed solitude for something in particular. I feel as though he may know more than he's letting on.
It's possible, or else he's a young kobold with needs.
I only tell you this so that we may keep an eye on him. I'm not saying that he's outright against us, but something is going on.
Polo rubs her head. Well, you can be invisible, can't you?
After that fight, unfortunately not.
If you think it is a danger to our group as to what he might be doing alone, I guess that might be the only way to find out. I could probably sneak up on him in a smaller form, but there's just too much going on right now.
Very well. Tend to your injuries. I wish I had something to give, but I only have these unknown potions that I haven't had time to fully grasp what they do. Doesn't seem the time to test them out.
No, I think not. Just let's at least try to get past all of this and well, maybe we can sort things out later, but it seems as though as long as something is not threatening our existence, I think we have to keep pushing through, yes?
Yes, indeed we do. Yeah, Thalrin will give a nod. Um, how is the priestess looking? The sister?
She's fucked up. Out
Oh,
like
she's.
a light.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Honestly, I'll be real with you. I might even have to roll if she's dead.
Oh shit! I thought she was alive and like teetering on the balance.
The sister, no, she was unconscious when the fire blew up.
Oh shit!
She's breathing.
Okay. Um, I have nothing to attempt to stabilize. I see the medicine next to her.
Gerard is dead.
Oh shit. Okay.
The medicine is still next to her. Most of it is
Jesus.
gone and spilled over on the ground.
All right. I'll pick up the vial and whatever's left. Um, and I'll go over and just plunge it down the guy's throat who's tied up. And wait, didn't you say the guard was tending to Amelia and Gerard?
Tending to Amelia. I did say he was tending to everybody else, and I misspoke. I should have thought about that.
Fair
So
deal.
that's on me. Correction
No.
on my part.
Sister partially dead, Gerard is dead. Gotcha. But yeah, potion down the guy's throat.
You gonna wake him up, or are you just gonna shove it in there?
Um, I'm just gonna shove it in there and like close his mouth so he like has to swallow it. I'm sure that'll wake him up.
Could also choke and die. So he does drink the potion successfully. Can kind of see he's slowly coming to. Should have killed me.
Don't worry, we probably will. First, tell me, how do you feel about this collective of yours?
Kind of nonsense question is that? I serve them. What do you think I feel about them?
People serve others and they may not like them. Why, tell me, when did you first join this collective?
A few months ago.
How did it happen?
Let's just say I was following Caius's trail.
Uh, so you sought him out before all of this business with the town.
What can I say? He intrigued me.
Interesting. Intrigued you so much that you would become his lapdog.
If that's how you see it.
Not very disappointing for one of my own kin. This guy is a Dwagar, right? From the picture?
Yes.
Not very disappointing from one of my own kin. I knew us to have done a mind than to be taken over.
He also knew casters of your type to be thrown into the ashes. No.
Yes, but anyone that attempted it has been sent there themselves. I'm sure you saw what became of your companions.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Anyone who's in that room, give me a perception check. That is actually insane. Oh, that's so funny. He is going to cut through the rope and swing his sword at you twice.
I took his weapons.
Oh yeah, that's embarrassing.
So how,
He's gonna punch you
Yeah,
twice.
like that's the first thing I did.
He's
so
gonna
how
punch
did
you
he
twice.
how did he get out of you said he cut the rope?
He undid it. I will
What?
send you guys the roll. I swear on my life, I rolled it. I swear on my life, I rolled.
So he's attacking me?
Yeah, 2 times with his fists. He's gonna try to like punk at you twice. Let's say like he kind of shoves the ropes up over his arms a bit so he can let them loose and go for like 2 gut punches.
Okay, so I'm going to do this is everything. I'm gonna do shield. So that's a +5 to my AC. Plus 18, so the 15 and the 16 miss.
15, 16. He rolled 19, 15. Sorry.
You said he was doing it with his hands, and that was like a different roll. Okay. Well, if it's still gonna hit regardless, there's no point in doing shield. So yeah, AC 13, it hits.
All right, you take 2 damage.
Shocking grasp.
I think if I could before he does that, I do want to try to cast Detect Thoughts on this guy and try to see if
Hmm.
there's a worm in his head. I'll link the spell. It's a Wisdom save.
Oh, that's a lot of text.
It is. Yeah, I'm trying to just get into his mind.
Can't do it.
Okay.
This guy
I'll
is
link
amazing.
surface thoughts. There's no save for surface thoughts. Hollow is going to shout at him, who enchanted the water, and see if I get any surface emotion from that.
What you get is check my notes on this guy real quick.
And I'll find the exact wording that I'm trying to use here.
Concern. What you get from him is concern.
Looking
ahead.
at his expression, did it seem like I'm touching something that it's like, did it look like he became nervous when I said that?
Yep.
Okay. Now you may shock the shit out of him.
Heard.
Yeah, we don't even gotta roll damage. All you hear is a as the smell of burning flesh and hair kind of emanate throughout the room. He kind of just falls down to the ground, lifeless. And just so you guys know, I'm not lying. I did. Let me. I'm gonna send the.
No, I believe you. I 100% believe you.
But yeah, you guys have a dead Dwagar in front of you.
Well, there goes that plan.
Yes.
Then that's it.
Guess we're going to go mess with the dragon, dude.
Well, that and the village. Are we really gonna poison the village, or do we just go in and kill Caius and forget all these schemes we have?
Oh, right. Well, with Amelia out cold, we're not going to sneak into town. I could still try to sneak into town and tonight and see if I can get my hands on some sort of evidence. Try to make contact with that Bartholomew fella.
Hold on. Amelia? What's she got to do with this?
Right.
Golly.
Yeah. She was gonna come with me because she knows her, house better than I do. So we were gonna sneak into town and take a peep.
And when were you going to tell us this?
Ideally, after we got back.
And you were going to tell us, yes?
I mean, we were gonna if we found something, yeah, we would have to tell you because we found something, and if we didn't find anything, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
Look, we do need to try to trust each other and be open whenever possible. Just I won't chide you, just I'd rather help than not know. You know?
That's fair. Did you know? Okay, all right, yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Oh, this is all pointless.
Being here is pointless in this place.
Well, it's for and all you sense that her confidence in this is maybe wavering. It's for Amelia. She helped us. We should help her, right?
How far does that help go? We now sit on the cusp of a large battle with townsfolk and an unknown power. We have tapped our resources in just this one fight and can't find any means to break this mental compulsion.
We have
This
this, but is this going to be easier or harder than going after the ones that you have business with? How far is far enough? How little is it enough to keep going? If we can't do this, how can we do anything else?
Fair point.
But I don't wish us to die here either.
I
Look,
have no.
we've been through a lot. Maybe we get the nobles to a safe place in the woods. We sleep on it, and we decide tomorrow what we do.
Uh, are we attempting this? Well, I should say, are we attempting to convince Basil to allow us to attempt to use this stone on his master?
Does it matter if we do?
Still, it could prove useful if we find that this stone can cure the mental fog simply by touching them. We have the potential to get far more allies on our side as the fight progresses. If we have nothing and it doesn't work, well, we know where we stand. People will die.
And I think it's Basil's choice, as it would be if we found your sister under some kind of spell. It would be your choice, right? It needs to stay with Basil, the decision. I I'm I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bringing up your sister in such a manner. My head's just so cloudy right now. And you do see
Thou,
her covered in soot and just like really unsteady on her feet.
Thou had an initial slight reaction and then he tried to, cover it up. Not sure if anybody would have caught that, but he would have attempted to hide it rather quickly. Um, well, let's go find Basil then. And he'll begin moving forward.
Holo
You
will
wa-
stay behind and she will not be part of that conversation. She's too woozy.
Ooh la la.
wait, wait. Um, okay. Well, I think full disclosure time. Can we, let's step away, the three of us.
Sauron will raise an eyebrow. To where?
Just away from the guard fella here and Amelia's unconscious form.
Guard kind of looks at you suspiciously.
Why does everybody? No, I'm not up to anything. I just need to talk to my friends.
Just kind of
Very well.
shrugs and looks away.
Very well, Kabi. Are you up for this talk, Holo?
Just let me lean on you at least.
He'll offer an arm.
All right, Colby, what was it?
So Cobb's gonna pull out the necklace that Enoch gave him that he found, or no, did he find it originally on Eddie's body? I can't remember where the necklace came from.
He retrieved it from Eddie.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the
He's the
necklace
corpse.
that I retrieved. Yeah, retrieved from Eddie's corpse. So remember Eddie? the kobold we met in uh this is Wordhurst. What was the name of the other town?
Mulberry.
Warbury.
Morebury. No, the first town.
Oh, Pinecrest.
Pinecrest? Okay. You remember Eddie, the kobold we met at Pinecrest, saw again in Morebury, then got killed by that Archibald and that demon fella. I can't remember exactly which one exactly fully killed him. I think it was no, the demon killed Cortez. Anyhow, you remember Eddie?
Yes.
So I was doing a job for him. I was he was gonna get my ruby back for me, which I have, and I was gonna steal the ledger from the brewery, and I did, and I got my stone back, and then Eddie died. I took this necklace from Eddie's body. It's kind of a keepsake. And then that night, a thing came to me from the necklace.
Talron's eyes will lower at that. Explain.
It's well, I don't know what he is. He just goes by the name Enoch. And, he said that Eddie worked for him and did jobs for him, and that asked if I would be interested in continuing Eddie's kind of contract. And in return, he gave me the ability to turn invisible, which I do. Um, so, haven't had much interactions with the guy. Honestly, he hasn't really asked much from me, besides, you know, well, telling me not to betray him, which I'm not the betraying type. Um, but he does want me to find somebody here in Woodhurst and help them rise to power. And since we seem to be at a dead end here, I thought it was time to come clean about that.
Do I know or would I have heard the name Enoch either through like arcane study or any type of religion or anything?
You can roll for it and give you a history check.
History check.
Nope.
Well,
Thanks for sharing. Two questions. And Holo is
Mhm.
still just rubbing her head, just like, Jesus Christ. Um, One is you telling us an act of betrayal. Two, rise to power like a supreme leader, or what's he mean by that?
I'll answer the first question first. Um, I do not think me telling you is an act of betrayal, because I was already thinking about, telling him about Thal and trying to recruit Thal. I thought maybe they would, could have a partnership. Or, could not partnership, but could work well together. They both seem to be, power hungry and whatnot. And he didn't explicitly tell me not to tell, like, don't tell anybody about me. He didn't say that. And, you know, I trust you guys. Well, I trust Holo. Thal, I still feel like you're trying to get every magical item you could possibly get your hands on, so I'm a little wary about you. Don't trust Basil. That's why I'm not telling him right now. I'm telling you guys first. Second question. He didn't really elaborate. He just asked that he be put in some sort of influential position, not be put in, but helped put in some sort of influential position here in Woodhurst. And my original thought was maybe he could help us bring down Caius get some brownie points with the nobles here, get some brownie points with the people, and that could, help fulfill Enoch's and I's, contract here. And I was gonna step away and, continuing this spirit of trust, I was gonna originally step away. That's why I asked if I could step away, because I was gonna ask Enoch about the ruby, because it occurs to me that I have not done that yet.
And we might also ask our employer, wherever Eric got to. Mysterious bird might know a thing or two.
Yeah, I don't know if he really knows anything. Where is he? Keep thinking about that.
I don't know, maybe a problem for another day. But I don't know. I don't know about you, but I won't stand against you on this, Kabi, but I don't know if I would help as much. Look, if you helped get this person to power and you made up some lie, I would not contradict you. Does that help?
I would also like to just point out that, you know, I am not the only thing with a voice in his head. Basil's definitely talking to somebody.
Did I say
So
that was a problem?
no, but I was hesitant because I felt like it would be a problem. So I guess I'm just making a defense for an argument that hasn't been said yet. And at this point, I'm going to direct that towards Sal.
I have no qualms about a voice in your head. I wonder of its intentions. Did it give you a name for this person you're supposed to put into power?
Yes, actually, he did. His name is Julian Tower. Says he's not in Woodbury yet, but he will be there within the next couple of days.
Interesting. In the next couple of days, this town may very well be razed. Tell me, you said you were going off to speak to this Enoch. Can you speak to him now?
Uh, it's more, I was going to try. I've never actually addressed him first. He's always just kind of come to me. Um, I don't think he would show up if there are other people around.
Very well,
Wait, no,
Kobe.
that's not true. Wait, Jeff, remind me. When we first got here and I stepped away into the tunnels, I asked him to come out, right?
Oof, no, I gotta remember.
Or did I just step away for just copy to be alone for a second and he just appeared?
As I recall, he asked you to get alone. He reached out to you.
Yes. Yes, that was it. Okay, thank you. So yeah. Yeah, he just kind of comes to me. This is going to be the first time I try to talk to him, I guess.
Very well. I will say that I had suspicions that you were holding something back and were making plans to find out myself, but it seems that's no longer needed. I will get Holo somewhere comfortable and go find Basil and see what he wishes to do. And you can tell us what this entity of yours has to say. It is intriguing, and your comment about a potential partnership is not unlikely if they have enough power to give you magic. I could be persuaded into a agreement depending on the terms, but a conversation for another time.
Great. Wonderful. And I hope that this is the beginning of a new chapter where we are all much more honest with each other.
Very well. And as he's, if Holo's ready, he'll turn and start walking away, and he'll look back. Oh, I saw the Hornball again. He asked me to kill someone. I'm debating on it.
Well, you know that demonic contracts are always double-edged swords, but yep, you do you. Does Holo know this already?
I wouldn't have said it if she didn't.
Hmm. Okay. Say, what's with the bug?
Ah, yes. He asked me a question that I answered. This bug was the reward. Apparently, I'm supposed to watch over it.
Did you reveal the bug to them?
He came back into camp with the bug. Yeah, in the jar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pull it up though, or are you just speaking about it broadly?
No, no, I'll just speak about it broadly. Like having them, I'm sure when they saw it in the jar, he knows what he's talking about. But he'll just keep it stored away for now.
Hmm. Holo, got anything you want to confess to the group?
I very much like blackberry cordial.
Hmm. Yeah, okay.
Also,
Well,
I hear a wolf god in my head sometimes, but I think that's known.
okay, so we are all have some sort of voices in our head. I'm glad we did this, guys.
Yeah, so real come to hell moment we just had here.
Mm.
Indeed. Good luck with your conversation, Kabi.
Yep, and get Holo someplace where she can lie down. She looks like she's having a rough time about it.
Too much truth today, I guess. It's giving me a headache.
Yeah.
Slight scene change. We're gonna go to Basil and Penelope heading into the cave dungeon, wherever they locked up Uhtred. Penelope has been just following you quietly this whole time.
Yeah, Basil's just kind of shuffling along, probably limping a bit, still feeling pretty beaten up.
She does finally speak. Say, you assisted me earlier with the rest.
Yes, apologies, was that too far? Did I overstep?
No, I I have thoughts on my mind, and as leader of my ragtag group, I don't really have many people to speak to, so I was wondering if it'd be okay if I, and she kind of scratches the back of her head, share with you.
Of course, I would be honored. What is it that you wish to get off your chest? Clearly something is bothering you. Aside from
I
the obvious.
I believe I mentioned it earlier, but I'm having concerns about Amelia.
Yes, she does seem to have a bit of a distant stare. Uh, hmm, fixation on Master Uhtred.
Even besides that, she killed a man today. A person of our own home, she murdered in cold blood, despite him screaming for his life.
Yes, well, we've all been required to do things that we otherwise did not think we were capable of.
I suppose it's just with the whole theory of everyone possibly being, you know, under some kind of mind control. I, I don't know. I just don't feel so confident about slaying anyone who throws down their arms.
Nor I. I believe there's a bit of dishonor in such an act, but well, I'm sure you understand better than most what she's been experiencing and going through, and not to reopen wounds, but she did witness the death of your father. I imagine that was, and still is, haunting her. To know that he's gone is one thing, but she saw it the second we arrived. It was the very first thing that occurred. I mean, I can't imagine.
She kind of grasps one of her arms and speaks to you. Says, I'm just. How do we help her?
I don't believe that I have the answer to that question. If your hunch is correct, then perhaps she might be enchanted or ensorcelled or something, and we merely need to figure out how to break such magic. If not, then it is a matter of grief and mourning and how to cope with such things. Anything past that is far beyond my capabilities of understanding.
I suppose that's fair. Please, assist me. Just keep an extra eye on her.
Of course, milady, I will do my very best. Apologies if these were not the answers you were hoping for.
There's no need for apologies. I'm asking nearly impossible questions.
In quite impossible times, so maybe you're quite warranted. Where's Master Uhtred?
You guys do make it into the room where he is shackled down. This time he doesn't really have that kind of pep in his step, that aggression that he was carrying before when he was first trapped. He's just kind of almost looks like he's accepted his fate. Come to do the job, finally.
Well, no, Master Uhtred, come to relocate you temporarily while my companions experiment on an unconscious man.
Is that so?
Yes, it's either that or they experiment on you, and I'm doing everything in my power to keep that from occurring.
You're a confusing sort, Basil. I've tortured you nearly your whole life. What is it that you hope to gain from treating me fairly?
Do not wish to gain anything. It is merely my duty to serve your father and his family, and as his second son, well, I am bound to serve you and keep you healthy, alive.
We're not even on Obeah anymore. We're here in this faraway land with these fuck all situations going here. So, again, why? It cannot just be loyalty.
Location does not matter. We could be in the ocean, we could be in. It does not matter where we are. This is duty, this is honor, this is everything that I am. I'm not here to gain anything, I'm not out to gain a reward or position or no. I am forever beholden to your family. It is that simple, it always has been. Sorry you do not recognize it.
I wish to parlay, if you will.
Please, speak your mind.
I have failed the collective. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing here at this point. I wish to return to Owain to resume my training. Release me, and I will tell you where one of the keys is for the bank, the vaults. You guys have interest in that, I assume, right? One of you looks like the money-hungry type.
After a brief pause of shock, Basil's gonna kind of narrow his eyes a bit and wants to see if Uhtred is actually being honest here, if he's trying to, deceive me.
Roll insight. He is telling the truth.
Can I stretch that a bit further? Does he seem more himself, as if whatever influence is slipping? Or is that asking too much?
I will say he does carry the expression that he has had in the past when he's felt truly defeated. When he's lost to Alfred in the bouts, that's the expression he has.
A smile actually reaches Basil's face, and I, it's good to see a sign of your old self in there. And that is quite an interesting proposal. It is not something that I can decide myself, but I will certainly bring it up with my companions.
Ah, okay. Well, very well. I suppose I don't really have a choice in the matter.
No, Basil's just kind of at a loss for words. He's somewhere stuck between hesitation and elation. Like he sees a sign of possibly breaking this without extreme measures, but he's very, very hesitant.
Penelope will chime in and say, if he's willing to wait, there's no need to rush for a course of action. I would hate for you to wound your relationship with your friends.
Yes, thank you for your understanding, lady. Yes, Master Uhtred, we will, well, come, let us go and perhaps discuss this with everyone. Yes, please, come. And he'll kind of, like, keep his hands bound and things, but, remove the chains from the walls or whatever it is we were chaining him to.
He does follow your movements without struggle. Penelope is there supporting you, though, at the same time, because she is also cautious. Another scene change. Back to Kabi. What's going on with you, man? What are you doing?
Kabi is going to step away and find a nice quiet corner because he's gonna try to talk to Enoch.
How does trying to talk to Enoch look like?
He's gonna just basically pull out the amulet and just go, "Hey, Enoch, are you there? I gotta want to talk to you about something." And he'll kind of shake the amulet.
A black mist kind of slowly rolls out from the amulet, kind of just completely encompasses you. You know, all you see is black. You cannot see anything.
I'm shocked that that worked. Are you here?
Is there something you wish to tell me, Kabi?
I No, not necessarily, but there is something I wish to ask you, and I was wondering maybe if it'll help me in, my quest.
Go on.
You remember that ruby that you and Eddie got back for me? Well, it just did something strange, and I was wondering if you knew really anything about it. So I guess I should explain, what happened. I drank a potion that we think is being used by this guy to brainwash a town, and supposedly the ruby started glowing and exploded, knocking everybody but me back, and a voice spoke to me, and the voice just said, "Hello, where are we?" I said, "We're safe," and then it said, then they like disappeared, and I came to, and the ruby wasn't glowing anymore.
I've That explains that reaction. And you're saying this is all from that ruby.
Uh, that's our current theory. Yes, it's either the ruby or, well, it's either the ruby or whatever I drank reacted to something else dealing with me. Maybe it could be you. I don't know if you have any sort of like protection over me that it reacted with, but yeah.
I only offer you limited tools in my arsenal. I don't provide any extra protection. As for the
Okay, so we
ruby,
could.
I know nothing about it. I merely know that it does in fact have some power to it by what I felt in the winds.
Oh, it does have power to it. No, I thought it was just a nice looking rock. Do you know what that power is? We're we're kind of hitting a wall right now, and we trying to find a way over it, and part of that is also trying to figure out how to help your guy get into a position, a good position here in Woodhurst.
I know nothing about the type of power it is. It's foreign to me, this feeling. I will say it does feel kind of, well, never mind. That being said, perhaps it's a tool. If you figure it out, please inform me.
Oh, okay. um a tool, okay, well, alrighty. Are you, out of curiosity, are you like paying attention? Like, you're in the amulet, you're traveling with me, or I think you're traveling with me. I don't know what exactly where you are. Um, but you can see events happening around me, right?
Is there something you wish to tell me?
No, I was just well, I was just first off, I was just curious, but I did tell two of my traveling companions about you.
That you did. A bold move to speak to others about me without referring to me first.
Yeah, that's fair. I just, you know, if you saw that, you know who they were, and you know, I thought that maybe being honest with them could help things along, and also at the same time, like that foul fella, I think you and him could get along.
Maybe. Though I will say, Kabi, I am a little disgruntled at this act. If you trust them, that is fine, but my betrayal extends to them as well. Keep the
Oh,
information tight and quiet.
okay, I gotcha.
I am not something to be known of, so to speak. I'm sure you understand. While
Okay,
I'm okay
well,
with you recruiting associates to assist you in your activities, I would not like my name to spread like wildfire.
gotcha. I don't plan on telling anybody else right now. Does I will say, does Julian Tower know who you are? Can I talk to him about you, or is that a no go?
He's my operative. You may speak to him about me if need be. I don't know what you two would have to speak of me, but yes, he is under my liege.
Okay, gotcha. Well, good chat, boss. Is anything else you could say that could help me out, help figure out what's going on? I'd be more than happy.
Repeat that, sir.
If there's anything else you could give me to help me out, that'd be great.
What is it that you need, Kabe? You told me you had this under wrap the first time.
Just advice. Like, I'm sure you've heard us talk about this Caius fella.
Yes, you throw theories of mind control, you throw theories of illicit activity.
Yeah. Yep.
It sounds like, at least in regards to our mission, which is the important one, I must remind you, Kabi, it's easiest to assassinate the Caius and help Julian bring stability back to the town.
See, that's what I was thinking. Okay. All right, cool.
There was talk of a vault. Have you looked into that?
Uh yeah, we were thinking about that angle as well. There's a fat banker, real bastard of a guy who has interest in it. Um and Caius also seems to have interest in it, so we were gonna try to find a way to break in. We think we have a way to. We just need the fat guy to help us. But I would rather stick a dagger in his throat than you know help him out or rely on him for anything. But we do want to know what's in that bank.
And you need the what banker to go with you?
He knows a way to open it, but
Julian
he's
may have something that can assist you in that matter. When you two unite, I'm sure he can help you sneak the banker over to the bank.
gotcha. All right, cool. And it's all right if I tell my companions about this conversation. or at least that last bit of information.
Your immediate companions, yes. The girl, the nobles, no.
I will just tell Thal and Holo.
Is there anything else you need of me, Kami?
No. Oh, I'm sure you know this as well. But there's a couple other presences in our party. It seems like everybody has some sort of voice in their head. I just wanted to give you a heads up about that. I know next to nothing about what they are, but there's a lot of eyes on us.
Then you better act carefully.
Yep, I will. That's what they call me, Kabi the Cautious.
And again, do not alert people of my existence without coming to me first. I know our relationship is new, and I've put a lot of stock in you. I would hate for it to be ruined over simple things like that.
Completely understand. You are right. I will confer with you next time when I want to bring somebody else into the fold. I
Thank you.
apologize.
Now, of your mission to investigate this manor, are you still doing it? I know that's a
Um,
personal quest of yours.
I wouldn't say so much personal. I mean, I still want to do it, but it's more just, you know, maybe there's something there that can help me that I can give to Julian. Like, if we could find some sort of proof that the nobles weren't behind the tower collapse, I can give it to Julian. And when we take out Caius and the peasants and the nobles are, trying to discuss what goes forward, maybe Julian will step forward with this new evidence and make him trustworthy to everybody. He can exonerate Lord Drake and condemn Caius. That'll give him, you know, that'll make him look better to the nobles. And if he can bring the people justice, that will make him better to the people. So that was where I was thinking with that.
Very well. Very well. If that is all,
Yep, that's all, boss.
that dark mist starts to dissipate around you as the light is even kind of just outrageously bright to you, being stuck in darkness for so not too long, but long enough.
I'm just gonna kind of shake my head to regain my sight and just sigh. Just onward and onward. And I will. I'm not. Kabu's just gonna kind of just. Fuck it. He'll make his way back to where Sal and Holo went, taking his time.
Then we'll do another scene change. You have Basil, Penelope, and Uhtred wandering out into the open where you run into Thal and Holo. Thal and Holo, you see Basil and Penelope guiding Uhtred out of the cell-ish area.
I was going to come and find you once I found a place for Holo to rest. This seems perfect.
Are you finished with your experiments? He kind of looks around for the unconscious man.
Unfortunately, he seemed somehow to have freed himself from the bindings that Kabi placed on him. He attacked, and, well, he's no longer alive.
And there's no more antidote, and with the sister wounded as she is, I think that route is closed to us now.
Right. You hear that, Master Uhtred?
We won't be experimenting on you after all.
And he'll look over at Holo. We still would need to figure out if the stone is of any use. It would be easier to attempt it here, but as he is your master, Basil, we leave the decision to you.
The decision to what? Use that dreadful stone on Master Uhtred here?
Yes, we would have Kabi hold the stone and touch it to Uhtred to see if it activates or alleviates any potential mental compulsion.
Well, that may not be entirely necessary, you see. Uh, he seems to be slowly coming around on his own. He actually had a bit of a proposal. Asked us to release him in exchange for the location of one of the keys to the vaults within the bank. I don't expect you to take my word for this. I do believe that he was being honest. There was no deception in his words.
And what of this mind control or whatever ability Caius has? Will he be giving up that information as well?
Basil just kind of shrugs and looks over at Uhtred.
Is there, I suppose, any information that you could share with us on this matter, or these matters?
I don't know anything about any mind control. I wasn't a part of his entourage the entire time he was here. I joined later. Sorry. If that's unsatisfactory, you are free to kill me. Just make a decision one way or another.
That's not going to happen. There you have it.
Yes, we have nothing. If we get this key, we still need to deal with the denizens of the city, and as it's turning out, they are all going to die.
Die from what? Uhtred says.
Die from what? So many things. Apparently, there's a contingent of orcs coming to the city. For whatever purpose, we know not, but we know for certain it is not a kindly sort. Secondly, we have the nobles here who are all but ready to go down and poison or kill all of the citizens of the city. Thirdly, whatever explosive device that Caius has prepared for that vault will more than likely level the city if it's powerful enough. That will already cause the deaths of many. We just came from the town not long ago. Some had already died.
What? What? Listen, if the town is in danger, you need to assist them. They don't deserve death.
They raided this place not too long ago and almost killed us. They did succeed in killing one of us. Death is coming regardless. Unless, of course, you have something that we can use to save them.
I don't have anything. And you can kind of see Uhtred is kind of getting a bit frantic as he's actually concerned about the people in the town. There's no detonation that's going to level the town. If you're speaking of explosion, it's probably Benedict's magic.
As a wizard, if the amount of security that the banker says is on that vault is indeed true, he will have to be an exceptionally powerful wizard. And if he is, something of that nature would have a radius effect. Will the whole town be destroyed? Probably not. But anyone in the immediate vicinity, and perhaps a bit more, will be.
He's a capable sorcerer, yes, but I don't think he has the strength to level an entire town. Also, I don't think he'd ever be willing. I've heard of his frustrations, but I promise you, he would not detonate the entire town just to get into that vault.
Interesting. From when we saw Caius in the street, he seemed more the pragmatic sort. A murder had occurred, and he was rather cold in his discernings. He
And
strikes
yet,
me as a man would not care if he at least if he got what he wanted.
Kais is very direct. He sees black and white. Murder can only be, returned with death, an eye for an eye. That's not new. That's not uncaring.
No, but it
It was
is
a sort of eye for an eye thing. I know justice can be somewhat brutal. Al, do you think we have this wrong? I'm not saying he's good, but not destructive, not wanting to kill anyone. Perhaps he is killing as few people as possible, and he's going to get out whatever's in that vault.
it's possible. But at the end of the day, this particular man that you have described, they're normally not ones that gawk at sacrifice for the greater good. Whatever he is searching for seems to be that greater good, for he did come to liberate this town and is currently in search of it. So, yes, you may be correct that the entire town may not perish, but I am also correct that people will die regardless.
Uhtred, you're concerned for the people there.
Yes, of course I have concern. I've spent months helping them. Why would we want to annihilate the very people we've been helping?
Holo will step forward. Is he shackled or or his hands free?
He's still bound.
Holo will put a hand on his shoulder. Then, if you're feeling well and up for the task, why don't you help us?
How?
Well, we unbind you, first off. And you take weapon in hand and you help us in this.
End it how?
Caius.
What, do you wish for me to slay the man? Are you insane?
Well, my head has been hit several times in the past few days, maybe. But anyone of power can be brought down. And you saw us in action. Wood aside, we are quite strong. We'd be all the stronger with you.
I don't understand what you're asking me of. Do you wish for me to strike down Caius? The very man I've sworn to assist, the very man who I think is guiding that town to greatness.
Yes.
I'd rather you all just kill me now. What is this nonsense? This
Do we just let him go, Basil? He says he won't betray us.
Master Uhtred, I have but one question in all of this. Looking at the state of this town, everything that has befallen it, is this what your father or your uncle would have wanted?
You know as well as I would, Owain wouldn't give a damn about this little town. As for father, I don't even know. He surely wouldn't want it destroyed. Not for nothing.
Would either of them have stood for such a bloody rebellion?
Are you attempting to test me, Basil? Is that what's going on here?
Call it a test.
Well, let's say it like this. In Owain's hand, this rebellion would have been squashed already. In my father's hand, well, look at you. Alive and breathing, no?
Yes, indeed. Do you truly think either of them would approve of Caius's methods here?
His methods of what? This isn't the evil 1T scourge. These are just poor folks rising to get what is theirs.
There is more going on here. This is not just a simple rebellion of peasants and farmers rising up and slaying their nobles. There is clearly other influence at play here.
And what proof do you have of this? What
You
influence?
are my proof. In no other circumstance would you have ever found yourself in this position.
People change, Basil. Clearly you have, no?
Have I?
Yes. You've become quite the sort who can speak back to his own master. Listen,
Your father would have appreciated my honesty here.
tell you what. And he kind of clenches his fist. I will not interfere in your actions of this town. All I ask is you do not kill the Caius. Capture him, put him to the jails, let him run a trial, do whatever you'd like. Do not kill him.
Why not?
Because he's a good man. And if you let him go through a trial, I'm sure you all will see that. The people chose him. You weren't there those months of hard work. It's not like a rebellion came out of nowhere. He was with the people, helping them. That tower fell and it ruined so many people's lives.
Are you so sure that he was helping them, and not fanning flames from within? As you stated, you are not from here, neither am I. We don't know the state of this place before either of us came here.
Basil, I've worked with the man. I'm telling you what I've seen.
While
I'm
under
not
his
so
influence.
foolhardy.
Master Uhtred, please.
What proof of influence do you have?
There is something in the water. We have clearly discovered this. It is irrefutable. Something in the water that, again, don't know the details, for I am not so learned in the arcane arts or such. But clearly, it makes these people easily influenced, susceptible to such things. I'm not sure exactly what. But you yourself would not be here, be arguing for these people in any other circumstance. You have never, ever cared for the lower classes or anyone under your charge.
Yes, and that's my failures. That's why I fall short, Basil, but you don't have to be like me. You all can be better.
Then why would you wish to go back to Owain? He is the worst offender of all.
Because I don't know what I'm doing here anymore, Basil. I've already failed. I need to go back to where it all makes sense. Surely you understand.
All too well.
Tell me, this Caius, you say he's a good man. If we were to arrange a meeting between the two parties, as you can agree, I'm sure, this rebellion came on a bit sudden and bloody. There was no talks had. It was just vengeance and violence. Vengeance and violence begets more of the same. Would this Caius agree to a meeting? One side airs their side. One side will air their part of the story. The others will say theirs. And if you are truly a man of the people, let them decide what happens.
I could speak to him if you'd allow.
Now, if he didn't agree to this, for whatever reason, would you still claim him to be a just man?
I would have to hear his reasons.
Interesting.
I don't. I understand we are against the wall here and don't have much of a plan, but I'm a little hesitant to send Master Uhtred back in there, especially since it seems that he's made such progress overcoming this influence as it is. If we send him back in, what's to stop them from just taking control again?
Same could be said for setting him free. How do we know that once he's outside of these walls, some lingering effect, or the closer he potentially gets towards the city, could snatch the control right back?
Yes, but it would at least give him a chance, as opposed to sending him right back into the dragon's mouth.
Well, let's see what our options are here. How I see it, and again, please, anyone, if you believe me wrong or have a better thought, speak up. I see this playing one of two ways, or potentially three ways, depending on how we want to go about this. One, we leave. The city is. Whatever will become of it will become of it. It's none of our concern anymore. Two, we attempt to have Uhtred here go back into the town and speak with with Caius to form a meeting. Or 3, we go with the plan of killing anyone who gets in our way. Or we attempt to go into the bank and take whatever it is Caius is searching for first.
It might also be worth entertaining Lord Trust's plan again.
Well, we all gathered here hold the most sway. What say all of you?
I can at least help counteract the effect of poison. We poison the supply, the villagers get ill. We kill Caius, I can hopefully make sure no one else dies. Or short of that, if Caius is looking for something in the vault, we take it, we let him know we have it, and we lure him out. And to Uhtred's point, once we get him, a trial can be held and the truth will come to light, whether Uhtred is correct or if perhaps you're mistaken, Uhtred.
The more we consider this, the more I realize I don't think killing him outright might not be a best option. I think it would, in fact, probably make him a martyr among his followers.
Finally, we're speaking with some sense here.
I would also say that a trial, as risky as that option might be, the unknowable outcome, might be the best option. If nothing else, then the people will see the truth. As I said, if we just kill him outright or hang him in public square, then potentially make a martyr and make the movement that much stronger.
If you believe that Amelia, or I'd imagine, and he'll look over at Penelope and like, well, maybe not, but Amelia for certain will not let this man live. I know this because I would not let that man live.
That's not who Amelia is. He- even a week ago, she was a sweetheart. She would
Penelope kind of
agree to
just
it.
looks down
Yes.
and away.
Revenge and loss has a way of darkening even the kindest of souls.
So that's it. She'll be like this forever.
Not forever. Some get past their despair, some can fight through it, some find purpose in it. It all depends. But as someone who has lost, and as someone who was taken from, I can tell you that if the people who took from me and caused my loss were in front of me, there would be no parley, no words. They would be dead.
Yes, Darren, well, no offense, but you would kill us all in our sleep if a powerful enough object were placed in your lap.
Sauron will look over at Basil.
slight grin on his face as he says it.
I
Well.
want to help Amelia, but I don't think I want to help Amelia by killing someone. 'Cause I know who she really is. It's just real her is obscured by other feelings.
You may be able to talk her out of it. It is simply something that should be a point of note. I will say that I will, if she makes a move to kill Caius, I will not attempt to stop her, but nor will I intervene should any of you decide to make the attempt. Decision to do so is your own, and whatever consequences come of it is one you'll have to deal with.
Amelia aside, we'll capture Caius and whatever happens, happens, but poison versus vault and baiting Caius with what's in the vault, I'd rather pick the vault. And if Uhtred, if you can tell us where the key is, we have our path to that end. I think we do the vault. And I think Kabi would be more than pleased to help us in this endeavor. And Penelope, we would take the other key from William with your permission.
She kind of just is looking down at the ground a bit, kind of avoiding eye contact. That is fine.
You've been quiet, Lady Penelope. Excuse me. You've been quiet, Penelope. I would imagine you have your own words to speak on the matter.
It's, for lack of better words, frustrating. But we are not vile people here. Whatever leads us to the truth. Whatever brings all this chaos to an end.
Well, it seems we have a heading.
And if it wasn't apparent, as I trust your judgment, I trust that Uhtred will keep his word.
If you wish to release your master, I will not attempt to stop you. Although, if he comes back and it bites us in the ass, I will say I told you so before the end.
Basil kind of takes a minute. Looks at Uhtred for, yeah, like, real hard, just kind of assessing him.
He is currently showing genuine concern.
Can I take you at your word? You are not going back to Caius if we release you.
I'll go as far away from here as need be. Just help that town. Don't let it get destroyed. They've worked on this for months. I would not like to see it all ash.
Very well. We'll release you. Please. Please don't make me, Master.
I won't.
And kind of, I guess, look to Penelope for the keys to his bindings.
She kind of looks at you, you know, straightforward, kind of giving you like the "Are you sure?" look.
Yeah, perhaps we should do this closer to the exit. We're all a bit in cramped quarters here. Not enough room to maneuver.
And with that, Kavi, you would have finally met up with them.
I'll just kind of strut in, tossing a dagger back and forth in my hands, and then stop when I see everybody's serious expression.
Ah, Kabi. We're apparently letting the Dragonborn go for information.
He's going to help us get
I
into the vault by telling us where a key is. Doesn't that make you excited?
uh, I thought we were going to hit him with my rock.
We left the decision up to Basil, and he was none too excited about the potential idea.
Shocking. He's gonna get us into the vault.
He's going to tell us where the key is. Apparently, we'll have to do the legwork ourselves.
Well, okay, all right. Go with it. Where's the key?
It's in a more obvious spot than you all would best believe, but Benedict has it on his person, right in front of the vault. He's there with it.
uh,
We would have eventually figured that out ourselves, but thanks for the tip.
That's all I had to offer.
So we're really gonna let the big guy go?
Yes, it's been decided. We are trusting Basil with this. And I believe we have trust in the Eighth Wolf bloodline then. Yes, Uhtred?
Yes. Though, Basil,
Master Uhtred.
I recommend that if you can, stay away from Owain.
Not a not a recommendation you needed to put to voice. I was in no way going to be seeking him out.
I'm serious, Basil. He's. Just keep away from him, if you can.
The laughter quickly drops from his face in slight confusion.
Has something changed? Something occurred?
I don't know what he's thinking, but he's been speaking with Igrissa many nights at a time. I don't know what that means, but it can't be good. And as you're saving my hide here, I recommend you enjoy your freedom and stay as far away from that possible catastrophe as you could.
Well, I appreciate the warning, Master Uhtred, especially since I know how close you are, and the esteem you hold your uncle, your mother. So thank you.
I hope this is enough information for you to trust me. Penelope will just undo the bindings, and Richard will give off a stretch, and then, well then, please, it's out. We'll start walking off.
Basil will kind of walk into the edge of like the quarry grounds and such.
He doesn't try to escape you by any means. He just keeps walking.
Just kind of as they're walking away.
Hey, I am sorry for all of this.
Situation seems to have gotten rather twisted. I don't hold it against you.
Again, a kind of surprised look.
I say, Master Uhtred, I'm not entirely sure what to make of this new, well,
Gestures to just all of him.
you, I suppose. You've never said such, well, any kind words in regard to me.
I don't know what to make of it myself. I've spent so much time with those with so much less. I see the pain in their eyes. See the weeping mothers who lost their homes, the children who lost their parents after that tower fell. I've seen their happiness come when we've provided them with food, with water, with shelter. It was a different type of glory I haven't experienced back home. It's made me ponder a lot.
Not to speak out of turn, but at least some of this pondering seems to have been for the best.
I agree.
If
I hope
if you see or happen to come across your father, tell him that I continue on with the task.
I will make sure to warn him. Sorry, alert him.
Thank you.
Where does this journey take you? Do you know?
I do not. I, I'm sure you can guess I am well out of my element here. I seem to just be tumbling into one catastrophe after another.
Father did have weird faith in you, so you're surely capable of doing that much.
I assure you I am doing everything in my power to uphold his image of me. Even if it is a bit inaccurate.
Perhaps us Ubans need to rethink how we look at the 1T.
Well, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Perhaps let's start with other folk that are in need before we start extending a olive branch to the 1T.
It's kind of gives you a look, not like a concerned look, but just a look. That's fair. That's fair.
There are those that deserve these second chances, and those that clearly do not.
Given the atrocities I've seen, you are correct. Now let us not look purely with red, right?
I will attempt to take these lessons that you have learned and apply them in my own travels. Master Uhtred, I again apologize for the circumstances of our meeting again, but I believe it has done us both some good. I look forward to seeing you again at the manor. Being back with the family.
As do I, Basil. As Hillidan's wings beat.
That just kind of makes the symbol and bows.
Be safe, Master.
Same to you. Survive.
And I'll just kind of stand there and watch as Uhtred walks until he really can't kind of see him anymore through the trees.
And there he goes, off into the woods, a free man. I think that is a good time to take a break, Chris. Look at that. You're reading my mind.
Perfect timing.
Let's take 10, fellas.
Cool.
Cool beans. I was struggling. I was like, I don't want to miss anything, but I got to go.
Uhtred has just left the Le Party. You guys have some stuff to discuss.
So, quick question, DM. Chris has thought of something, but I don't necessarily know if Thauron would think of it. So, could I do like a roll to determine that? I don't want to just say like, oh, boom, he has this knowledge. If like it's not, I don't think it was his initial point that he would have gone to.
What's this thing that Chris has thought of?
So
Yeah.
basically, you want me to DM you? I can DM you, or I can just say it.
If you want, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to keep that private, you can DM me. If you don't,
No. I mean, so basically, so I know that the water, we've determined that it becomes like you get basically more susceptible to like mental suggestion in a sense. But seeing as how Uhtred, after a few days, kind of calmed down and was able to think more clearly, and maybe it's like another layer. And also going on when like Holo gave the little prophecy to the soldier guy and how he reacted, maybe it, while it may lower, your susceptibility to certain stuff, it might also heighten like emotions or bring up buried emotions and have them in the front, so it's more, I guess, like a blinder in a sense, because emotions are so high, and once they actually like get away and have time to die down, maybe that's when effects start to like dwindle. Again, just a theory, but a working theory.
Before DM says anything, Ian says this. I think that's a really good idea. I didn't think of those facts kind of merged into one unified theory. It's almost like we went into town, grandstand with solid evidence that the tower was not Jonathan's fault, but in fact could be Caius's fault. If we grandstand, that power of suggestion could turn against him potentially. We could use it for our own benefit.
Exactly.
That's a reasonable theory. I don't think Jeff is going to tell us straight, but I think we could angle some of our actions based on that.
so what is the answer you're looking for me specifically?
Pretty much, again, like I said, I don't think at this current point in time it's something that Fowron would have put together. Do I think he can put it together given like some downtime and some thought? Potentially. But it wasn't, basically me and Thauron, that wasn't my initial forward. He's like stuck on this, one situation. So me having this, putting certain clues together, is more so like, okay, Thauron has the same information. Would he come to this same conclusion in a sense? Or is that just up for me to determine?
So that's I mean, at the end of the day, it's your character. So if you've like figured that out and you want to be like, oh, I had a eureka moment and give it to Darwin, that's fine. I'm not gonna tell you can't do that. At the same time, if for whatever reason, if you kind of are unsure about doing the if you're unsure about how Fallon would react to it and you want to leave it to a roll, I'm also fine with that. I'll say it's really up to what you want to do with that.
I think given some time, he roll it.
No, you should say Thal believes it and he came to
Okay.
that conclusion.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
what
the case where player and like PC, your minds meld and you can just have your character say that. I would even argue, even if a character like Tough, like how Kevin's played it, like even he could come up with it. But that's just my opinion. I think you should just do it.
I'd also say with everything we've been discussing, over the past couple hours, I guess, or minutes in character, there's no reason Thauron couldn't have, put those pieces together himself.
Yeah, it's not meta either.
No.
If it's not meta, I think it's fair game.
Okay, cool. That's kind of what I was like. I'm like, is this technically meta knowledge of me figured? But okay. So yeah, I'll once everybody's together, Thalrin will give his little talk. Apologies for the sidebar.
No, hey, I'm here for it. That's what we do. Yeah, you're all together. Uhtred has just walked off. We'll say Basil has returned to the fray after seeing Uhtred go off.
You know, Uhtred's behavior and his continued loyalty to Caius is interesting. It almost makes me wonder if we have been perhaps thinking about this water and this effect the wrong way. And again, this is just a theory of mine. Perhaps this water heightens the emotions in a person while also making them more susceptible to suggestion. So these villagers who felt deep down that they were wronged or that the nobles were too far above them, if this water heightened those emotions, brought them more to the front, and Caius comes along, who is charismatic and has a presence, it could be a matter of pure suggestion that has them on his side. He makes the most sense, and he wants what they want. Therefore, their loyalty to him might not necessarily be purely control. It may actually be real, because they feel as though he has the right of it. He mirrors what they are believing. If this is the case, we may be able to think of a way to potentially turn it against him. I don't know. What do you all think? I base this off of how Uhtred is acting after he has calmed down from his rage, and also why Holo and I were in the town. She gave a prophecy to a god. This god interpreted it one way, and in his haste, ended up assaulting a man that he believed was seeing his wife.
Holo scratches her ear and looks somewhat guilty. I think your theory might have some merit to it. So
Well,
this could mean if, what do you think, Basil?
if it were up to me, I would just say let's take or cut our losses and move on from this damned place. But I promised Master Uhtred that we'd at least do what we could to make sure these people didn't all die. So yes, I believe you might be onto something, Thal, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with that information, but there's clearly something to be done.
Well, it makes me wonder if we actually find evidence that Jonathan was not cutting corners, and great if we could find evidence that Caius did something wrong. That would be awfully dramatic, but we could march into town and we could grandstand, give a great oration as far as the defense of Jonathan and wanting calmer minds to prevail. Maybe in a world like that, we could get the villagers back on everyone's side and against Caius.
And that's where I think we should go investigate the Drake Manor. and meet up with that Bartholomew fella. If we can exonerate Lord Drake and maybe pin it on Caius.
Yes, but I still agree that we need to get inside that vault. Whatever it is that Caius wants, we may need a bigger bargaining chip than a few citizens. Some of his crew or coven that came along with him may not be swayed so easily, which would still cause a fight. But if we have what he wants, we have a bit more leverage.
We might have more
So
leverage
tonight,
to.
go ahead.
I lost it. Continue.
Sorry. So tonight, I'd say let's couple of us try to sneak into the Drake Manor, see if we can find any documents, maybe go snoop around Bartholomew's house as well. Amelia said he lived only 3 doors down from the Drake Manor. Um, and in the daytime, we can go sulk around the bank.
I'm actually interested in potentially checking out the bank at night. This wizard that is there, there's a high probability that he is staying close to the location or potentially sleeping in that area himself. Most wizards become rather fixated on a task they can't easily fix.
I think scouting around makes sense. I do worry that what we steal from the vault might be used as leverage against the leaders of the collective. But that is also ammunition that they could use against us if we are in a war of words. So I think actually it might be one or the other. We either commit to convincing the town that Caius is at fault and Jonathan is not, or we take the more direct approach, steal what's in the vault, and maybe use that as leverage for the leaders to leave.
While it was my theory, as I said, I don't necessarily have any full proof that it is correct. With that in mind, my vote would be for the prize in the vault. At least that is something we know is there.
If we could get in and out without anyone the wiser, the villagers don't see us actually do it, then I think it would be beneficial. If they see us, then I think convincing the town is going to be out of the question. They wouldn't believe thieves. Our reputation would be undercut at the start.
Basil, Kabi, what are your thoughts?
Well, if we do raid this vault, that could just simply be another means of us turning the villagers against their leaders, this Caius and his lieutenants and such. Without the gold there, which is a huge motivator for many of these people, would they not possibly turn on Caius and his ilk for, broken promises and the such?
So you're saying that if we can get what's in the vault and prove that leaders of the collective are only here for the vault and nothing else, that's when we would get ahead of it? Is that what you mean?
Well, no, not proving anything, simply getting in and taking what's there and not letting anyone know that we have it. I believe the people might turn against Caius for not retrieving the gold or for letting it being taken from, right out from under his nose.
Interesting. You mean to swipe the entire contents of the vault, and thereby making it seem as though one of Caius's own has absconded with it, or at the very least, let it slip through their fingers, and then let the town explode in revolt.
Well, it's a possibility.
That is intriguing. And I quite like that plan.
It would be a true revolt, a revolution or whatever without potential magical influence.
And once that's done, we could still then go to the Drake estate to find any information to exonerate Amelia and Penelope's father. And we wouldn't have to worry about a mob of people at our backs. In fact, it would just fuel their indignation at what Caius has done. I must say, Basil, well done.
Yes, well, I found myself spending quite a bit of time with some
Another big smirk.
ne'er-do-wells lately.
You will get a smirk back.
Well, it sounds as though we go towards both of these solutions. Evidence about the tower and taking what's in the vault. And hopefully by the end of it, the people turn against Caius. Is that the sum of it?
If anyone is against it, Kabi, any words?
No. No, sounds good enough.
Well, seems we are in agreement. I, like I'm sure most of you are a bit tapped out magically. I will need rest before we attempt such a incursion.
I
For
would have
sure.
enough if I did just a little bit of rest here. I could still make it into town with Kabi if we wanted to scout out the manor. Else, we go in force tomorrow morning once you're all caught up with Thou.
If you are to leave tonight to go scout out the mansion, uh, perhaps mm, you have a different magical reserve than I do, Basil. How are you faring?
Well, I am fairly certain I could cast a couple of spells if needed. I'm still quite bruised and bloody, though.
Perhaps then you, Holo, and Kabi can make this insurgent tonight if a short rest is all you require to recuperate. You could potentially go inside of your uh, music box. If Holo is inclined, she could potentially shrink herself in size, and then it would be up to Kabi to stay hidden. But he has shown to be resourceful.
Yes, that is certainly an option. Perhaps this time we save the music box for a emergency getaway instead. Perhaps, say Colby and I hop inside and Polo can pick us up and get us out of there as quickly as she can in whatever fast animal form she can. Yes, you can do something quick, yes?
Yes, I should be able to do that.
Oh. I'll leave it to the three of you then. Hopefully, you can come back with some good news. If you do happen to. I don't. No, we only have one sending stone. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Sidrin. And how far does this go? 120 feet. The town is more than 120 feet away from where we currently are, right?
Yep.
Yeah, figured. Okay. If you all go there, he'll grumble a little bit. Just watch your backs.
Right. Well, shall we take a bit of a breather and then head off into the night?
Yeah, I'll get myself patched up here and connect myself to nature to get some of my shapes back.
Thauron will nod and he'll start walking off. He will head to see where Amelia is.
You can find her in that main room where the explosion was. She's up now, kind of just sitting in the corner, ominously waiting for you all.
Amelia. Glad to see you're up.
Yes, they killed Gerard.
Yes. But you defended yourself well in taking one of theirs.
Take them all if I could.
I'm sure you could. If you're up for it, might I have a word?
Sure, sure. Let's have a word.
A quiet place. I wouldn't mind a comfortable seat to begin taking a rest.
She stands up, says, "Sister isn't back yet. We'll use her office."
Very well.
Yeah, she kind of leads you on. It's not a long walk. A few awkward 2-minute walk of dead silence.
Yeah, pretty much once we get in, Thauron will take a seat, whatever chair looks the most comfortable.
Not hard to find. You find it decently. It's not the best chair, but it's good. It's like a mattress for you right now.
Excellent. So,
So
ven- vengeance eating you up from the inside, is it?
frustration and a desire for justice.
Caius dead is your goal.
Yes.
And what of the townspeople?
They're possibly under mind control, right?
Potentially. But does that matter? And do not mistake me, I am not condemning any actions, you might say. I am simply looking to grasp what your vengeance looks like. I can tell you for certain that if I was in your position, I would care not for any soul in my way. But you're not me.
Maybe I should be more like you.
Maybe you should. Although I think your vengeance goal is far closer than mine.
Yes, potentially. I wish to dispatch of him as soon as possible.
Yes. But if the townspeople get in your way, are you comfortable with killing them?
If they die by my blade, then it's his fault, is it that?
Some might think so. I might be inclined to believe so as well, though others that you hold dear might not see it as such.
There there's no way to avoid bloodshed and what's going on. I think we've all seen that, no?
True, but there are some who still try, despite all the evidence to the contrary. When
We
we
failed to slay the invaders quick enough. And what did that cost us? Gerard, dead on the floor, burnt to a crisp.
True, very true. I come to you not as a condemner. I will not tell you if your actions are right or wrong. I come to you as someone who sees the fire of consuming revenge and anger. Should you need a place to let go of some of those more invasive feelings, I am here to listen. If you need assistance in certain tasks, I'm open to an agreement. If you tell me that you wish for power, regardless of the cost, there may be an avenue. But in all of this, the true question is, how much are you willing to give up? How much are you willing to burn? And how much of yourself are you willing to sacrifice?
She sits there to ponder a bit what you said. You said I could be open with you.
You can. You will find no judgment in me.
These people killed my father. They disrespected him when he was nothing but a flat pile of flesh under a slab of stone. They treated him as less than nothing. We've been operating under the assumption that they are under some type of mind control, and that they have no control over their actions. And for that, I've been able to restrain myself. So for now, I only wish to kill Caius. But if the truth is that they do have control, that they are not under the influence, well, I'm burning hot with rage. And to be honest, it hurts so much that I would not mind being turned to ash for this revenge. I will slaughter anyone who's in my way.
I agree. As I would do the same. I know not the power over these civilians, but one way or another, this will all come to a head. There are some who wish to see Caius on trial for what he has done to get answers. I highly doubt that you will accept this. There are some who will attempt to stop you. There are others who may help, and there are more than a few who will stand by and do nothing. I tell you this, as long as your actions are not foolhardy, such as running into town and declaring yourself their enemy, you will have my aid in anything that I can assist you in. Vengeance becomes stupidity when done without thought. And we are anything but stupid.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage. I won't say for what.
Persuasion at advantage. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's about right.
Oof. We are not stupid, and I understand. If they wish to hear him speak, then we will hear him speak.
Very well. And Valorant will get up and move towards the door. Ah, and the offer I made about the avenue to possible power, that is a real one, although it does come with danger and certain side effects. If you can get your revenge on your own, excellent. If not, seek me out before this comes to a close, and we will have another talk.
She kind of gives you a serious look and then gives a slight nod. I'll speak to you.
Valorant will nod and walk on out.
You guys are all taking a short rest, correct?
Yes, please.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
right.
there we
Say
go.
please to be. Look at him pre-rolling. I didn't even agree. That's fine. Yeah, we'll say you guys are able to, sit in your little room that you guys have been sleeping in, kind of bandage your wounds, put ointments where needed, or if you're a copy, just kind of drinking some water and relaxing. Um, and if there's some RP you guys want to do in that moment, feel free to. If not, we can carry out with whatever plan that you plan to do.
Um, if whenever Basil's not around next, or whenever Tharon is kind of sitting off alone, Kabi will uh tell him about his conversation with Enoch.
Sounds good. Did you want to RP that, or are you just kind of?
Which just let's just throw it out there. It would probably take I'll answer questions as Chris has them, but I feel like it would take a while.
To you.
Yeah, I felt like I've taken up like a lot of screen time. So he'll probably just nod again. He's probably getting into the mixtures of a full blown sleep.
Yeah.
The
The one big detail I want to just remind is what Enoch said about Julian Tower potentially being able to help us get into the bank.
he'll need to arrive quickly. It seems like all of this will come to a close in, I believe it was 3 days before those orcs arrive in the town.
Yes. Yep.
Let's hope this agent gets here quicker. Be careful on your journey.
Oh, what's the plan? You guys are starting to head out?
Uh, yeah. If uh, they're ready.
Yeah, yeah. All rested up.
You guys all good? You all starting the fade?
Might be good to leave it till next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can we'll pause it here.
Okay. Okay.